My beating heart belongs to you. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try and sing it, but we're not doing that today. I'm not doing that today. So, yeah, guys, we are looking at a Green Day song, and not a stereotypical one. You know, people think Green Day, they immediately kind of go to the Dookie days, American Idiot days. Lots of great Green Day days. Lots of Green Days. But then one day I found this song on, like, just browsing the use of the tube, and just instantly, like, just fell in love with it. I thought it was so cool. It shows, I mean, this band is already really talented, and it just shows once again that, you know, good musicians, like, yeah, they can really specialize in a genre, but they can also do a lot of other fantastic and amazing stuff. And so I want to talk about Last Night on Earth. It came out in 2009. I can't remember the name of the album. Was it 21 Guns, or is that just the album that 21 Guns was on? I don't know. I'm not an album guy, so sorry. But yeah, I love this song. It's so cool. The chords in it are really cool. So yeah, let's jump on into this. There are kind of, I don't know, 3 parts that we're gonna talk about. It's going to be the verse, our chorus, and then kind of the little solos in there as well. So yeah, let's jump on in this. We'll start with our verse. So this is originally played on the piano, and there are 2 ways that we can play this, especially this first part. So it starts off with just an A major chord. And so here now is where we start to get a little interesting. So we have our A major, and then what it's going to go to is an A sharp 5. Oops, let me get my whammy. And then it's going to go to an A6. Then it's going to go to an A7. And so there are 2 ways of playing it. You know, this way's kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I don't really like this way. Like, all this sounds really good. And then I kind of get a little lost on the A7 part, and this is just kind of a stretch for me. It sounds the best. So, at least in my opinion when I do it that way, with the pinky making that stretch, but sometimes it's just always hard to nail that. So yeah, let's go over that part, and then I'll show you another way of doing it as well. So all we're doing here, A major, and then for our A sharp 5, we're just gonna go 3rd fret on the D string, and then keeping our A major underneath, right? Then we're gonna go to the 4th fret on the D. That's going to be our A6, and then we're going to go to our A7. And so you can just do an open A7. It's up to you. Or, you know, like I said, if you want to do that pinky stretch, or, you know, if you got really big hands, you can make that ring finger stretch. It's going to be 5th fret of our D string. So all, you know, kind of easy to think of it that way. We're just going 2 on the D, 3 on the D, 4 on the D, 5 on the D, right? Or A7, like I said, open A7, you can do that as well. The second way of doing it is going to be on our high E string. And then, so once again, just a regular open A chord. Then we're gonna go 1st fret on the A, or 1st fret on our high E, I apologize. Then we're gonna go to the 2nd fret on our high E. And sometimes it's easy for me just to put my pinky down on it and then just kind of ignore that B string. Other times I just use my full finger just to bar the 2nd fret on our D, G, B, and E. And then it's kind of easy because then I can just go 3rd fret on our E. Because that 3rd fret on our high E is our flat 7. That's our G note. The reason I like that one because it's much easier for me. The reason I don't like it as much is because I feel like those high notes kind of get lost in the chord a little bit. So yeah, up to you, whatever you, like I said, whatever you like, whatever is easiest for you. Those are two different ways of playing it. Like I said, anything that you can do it is gonna work. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we'll just, I mean, you could do it up here as well if you're doing kind of a more triad. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's do it. Why not, right? So that is just making A major triad right here on our D, G, and B. So 7, 6, 5, right? And so for our A sharp 5, we're just gonna go to the 6th fret on our B. And then we're gonna go to the 7th fret on the B. And then we're gonna go to the 8th fret on the B. And there you go. Right, there we go. So, and then after that, so the rest of the song is pretty simple after this. So after that, we just go to a D major. This is our 4 chord, this is in the key of A. And the reason I say that is because it goes to a minor 4 chord, and I love minor 4 chords. So we just go to a D minor, and then back to an A. And that is the verse. That's how the verse is played. And then so when it gets into our chorus, it starts off on our D. I'm here to honor you if I don't know. And so it starts off the same as just how we ended it with our Ds. It's just gonna go D major, D minor, A major. And it does that twice. One more time, D, D minor, A. And now after that, this is when it's like the if I lose everything in the fire, I'll let it, I'm glad you made it through, something like that, I don't know. You'd think if I, really like this song, I'd know it. So it starts off the same though, D major, I'm here to honor you, to D minor, A major, if I, A7, and then it goes F sharp minor, E major. I'm glad you made it through. Oh, now I'm confusing myself. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we go D major, D minor, A, A7, F sharp minor, E major, D major, D minor, A. Boom, that's the chorus. So now there are 2 solo sections on here. The first one we're gonna go over note for note. The second one, I'm just gonna tell you to have fun with that one. So, but let's look at it. So our first one that comes up, 2 on the G, and then open E. And this is gonna look familiar because this is what we were just doing on the second version of like the verse chords where we're trying to figure out the different ways of playing the A. It's just gonna be open E, and we're just gonna keep our finger right here on the 2nd fret of the G the entire time. It's gonna go to the 1st fret on the E, and they're just taking turns plucking G, E, G, E, G, E, and then 2nd on the E, and then 3rd on the E, and then here's when it changes, and this is when they're playing the D chords. So on the D chords, we're just gonna go 2nd fret of our E, which is the, what is that, our major 3rd? You think I would know that? That is our major 3rd. So, and they're just playing that now. We're no longer playing our G string, we're just, and then they're gonna play the 1 on the E, which is our, the minor 3rd for our D minor. And then when we get back to our A chord. We're gonna go 3 on the B, which kind of makes it this sus4. And then we're gonna go 2nd on the B. So the whole thing is I messed it up a little bit, but that is the entire like first little solo they come across. And so now the second solo that they do, this is in the key of A major. So I like to go up here and kind of play it in this little pentatonic box. What's important to know here though is where you can kind of do that similar walk up to play the chord tones, right? So you have your 5th, because that's what the start song goes. 5, sharp 5, 6, flat 7th. You have it right here on the 12th fret of our E. And you're just chromatically walking up 12, 13, 14, 15. You also have it on your G on the 9th fret, and that's just gonna go 9, 10, 11, 12. Then after that, you know, like I said, it's just A major. So if you don't want to hit those chord tones, just stick to playing A major. The other really cool part to emphasize here is going to be that change from the D major to D minor. And so something that I like to do is go to the 12th fret of our E. And if you bend that up a whole step, it's the major 3rd of our D. And when it switches to the D minor, if you just bend it up a half step, that's the minor 3rd. So we can go like. And you will hear that major sound, that minor sound. It's really cool. You can also do kind of, you know, you can even kind of get a little pentatonic-y with it, doing the bend from the 13th on our B and bend it up whole step. That's going to be our D note. That's going to sound pretty bluesy, which you can totally do that. Or you can go from the major 3rd to the minor 3rd. So it'll be the 11th fret on our G, and you can do some, you know, a little like here. And then you go to the 10th fret, and that's our minor 3rd. You know, and even if it's, I don't know, something like that, you know. Keeping it pretty simple. This isn't a song that they're, you know, going crazy over. So, yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that lesson. That was a lot of information, I know. It's a really fun song. I love the chord progression to it. I think it's really creative. It's doing some things that most songs don't do. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions below. And if not, thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And have a good rest of your day.